Hey everybody! This is it! The beginning of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. The legendary big hitter. After 5 years on the East Coast, well, I'll let him explain. Francis International Airport, Liberty City, 1992.
After 5 years on the East Coast, it was time to go home.
Welcome to Los Santos Airport.
What's up?
Carl is sweet.
What's up, sweet? What you want?
This mama. She's dead, bro. Bruh. Passenger, show us your hands. Stop. Get down on your knees. Now down on your stomach. There you go. I'll take that, Hernandez.
Hey, that's my paper, man. That's money.
This is drug money.
My money, man.
Hey, don't worry about it. I'll fill it out later.
Welcome home, Carl. Glad to be back. You haven't forgotten about us, have you, boy?
Hell no, Officer Tenpenny. I was just wondering what took y'all so long.
Get in the car.
Ease up, man. Damn.
Watch your head.
Ah!
Oh, my bad.
Get out of here, you greaseball bastard! Stupid Mexican. Oh, hey, sorry.
My bag. Hey, man, my bag.
You bastard!
My soundboard is like on severe delay right now. That played really fucking late.
How you been, Carl? How's your wonderful family?
I'm here to bury my moms. You know that.
Yeah, I guess I do. So what else you got shaking, Carl?
Nothing. I live in Liberty City now. I'm clean. Legit.
Nah, you ain't never been clean, Carl.
Well, what do we got here?
This is a weapon, Officer Pulaski, that was used to gun down a police officer not 10 minutes ago. Officer Pendleberry. A fine man, I might add. You work fast, nigga.
You know I just got off the plane.
Well, that's a good thing we found you and retrieved the murder weapon.
That ain't my gun.
Don't bullshit me, Carl.
Yeah, don't bullshit him, Carl.
What the fuck you want from me this time?
When we want you, we'll find you. In the meantime, try not to gun down any more officers of the law.
Y'all can't leave me here. This baller's country.
I thought you said you was innocent, Carl. But you don't bang.
This is car 58.
See you around like a donut,
What?
Carl.
Officer Pendlebury's down. We'll be right
See
over.
Hernandez.
Oh, shit. Here we go again. Worst place in the world. Rolling Heights baller country. Now, I ain't represented Grove Street in 5 years, but the ballers won't give a shit.
Sadly. If they recognize him, yeah. Use the left analog stick to move Carl. Well, before we do any of that, get on the bike. Optional, by the way. We gotta do what we usually do. At the beginning, every time.
Boy, I love smoky old pool rooms and clear mountains.
Every time. Okay, so the controls haven't changed too much. At least not here, anyway. Okay. What else? There we go, subtitles, widescreen. Sure. Could be it. Alright, one more time for the people in the back. Especially those who prefer subtitles. Because you can't turn them on until the game starts, so. Yes. Thanks for asking for confirmation. I like that, but 5 years on the East Coast. It was time to go home, right? It's actually been 5 years since Vice City at this point. That was 1986.
After 5 years on the East Coast, it was time to go home.
Welcome to Los Santos Airport.
What's up? Carl is sweet.
What's up, sweet? What you want?
This mama. She's dead, bro.
See, so even though it has nothing to do with Tommy or Vice City's events, not directly yet anyway, it, oh shit. Actually, I just remembered something. Hold on a second. I wanted to do a cold open of this, but I just remembered something. It didn't hit me. There's actually a longer intro for this game. I completely forgot about it. I spaced on it. We can rewatch that again with subtitles and everything in a minute, but I just remembered this. I just mentioned, you know, how they said it's been 5 years or whatever. Again, even though CJ kind of, his story and everything doesn't tie into what happened in Vice City 5 years ago, 1986, Rockstar did like putting in little Easter eggs like that to kind of tie in sort of the player's perspective, meaning, you know, in the game's canon, it's been 5 years since Vice City, so that line is kind of a semi sort of fourth wall break, but not really, because in real life these games are not actually 5 years apart. Vice City and San Andreas are only like 2 or 3 years apart in terms of when they released. But still, they like to do things like that. Like, I don't want to spoil too much, but in GTA 5, I think, no, not GTA 5, in GTA Online, the intro music, which is the MC8, unfortunately, but the intro music literally has lyrics that says, change of coast, change of heart. At some, I don't know what song, I can't remember the song off the top of my head, but it's like referencing the fact that GTA 4 took place in Liberty City on the East Coast, and then GTA 5 takes place in Los Santos on the West Coast. So it's kind of they like to put little things like that to kind of, it's almost like the player, rather than the character in the game and the story, you, the player, are kind of like moving from one coast to the other, or from one city to another as you play through these games, just like you did in GTA 1 with your character, right? You start off in Liberty City, then you go to San Andreas on the West Coast, and you go back to the East Coast to Vice City. So yeah, anyway, but apart from all that, I just realized we had to watch a different video, because there was actually a special edition of GTA San Andreas that came out, and I guess it's kind of cool that we already saw this intro, even though no subtitles, but it kind of puts into context what we're about to see, which is, there was a special edition of San Andreas that shipped, I never heard of it until many years later, that had an extended introduction for GTA San Andreas for this whole game. It had an extended intro that's like 15-20 minutes long, I think? Maybe it's not that long, I could be misremembering. I gotta find it on YouTube real quick. But it's at least about 15 minutes. So let me pull it up right here and then we'll watch it on YouTube real quick. Because it actually helps put a lot of stuff into context. Without spoilers, I gotta say. Like, it spoils the appearance of certain characters, but it doesn't spoil what's going to happen. Unless you've already played the game, then it's already even more in context. But if you haven't played the game, it won't actually spoil anything for you. It just shows a lot more of the characters that are involved in the story, and sort of what was happening before what we just saw. With our new protagonist, hero character here, CJ, getting harassed by the crash unit of the LSPD, which I'll go into that a little bit later too. But first, let me find this intro. I can't believe I totally forgot about this, honestly. Didn't take long to find, though. GTA San Andreas, extended intro. So I saw it on YouTube ages ago. Oh, yeah, it's 20 minutes. Rockstar Games has it uploaded officially. It's on their official channel. So, and yeah, it's legit because it's 10 years ago and it has 6.3 million views. It says the introduction is the original 20-minute prologue video that highlights the action in the days before the story in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. It's going to give us a lot more context of what the hell we just saw, basically. I don't think this has subtitles, though. I'll tell you that much. Oh, and there's another video. I'll just go with the... I'll just go with the one uploaded by Rockstar. It looked like they're the same, but for some reason... That other unofficial channel just kind of has a video that's 8 minutes longer for some reason. I like the first comment I saw just now. When GTA San Andreas is 17 plus, the mature rating or whatever, but you'll notice it's everyone's childhood. God bless irresponsible parents back then, huh? Well, kind of irresponsible, kind of just, you know, it's a matter of perception, right? They were cool, right? They're not irresponsible parents, they're just cool. Anyway. Alright, this is definitely the video though. And it's high quality too. Alright, let's switch over to desktop. Oh, why didn't that activate? Oh, hopefully we won't get any, I won't get any Discord messages. For some reason streamer mode did not activate on my Discord. But whatever. I'll pull that up later. Leave that there, that's fine. Okay. Make sure which sources are actually showing. Turn that off for safety. And then alert box is fine. Okay, this should work. Alright, hopefully there we go. Hopefully I might have to turn up the audio actually. I'll hit play and I'll let it see. I'll see where the volume is getting to. If it goes into the yellow, it's fine. At this volume. See, mature 17 plus, and yet it's all of our childhood somehow. I'm waiting for proper audio to come in. Okay, I'm gonna turn it up. Maybe I'll use the audio boost function. Or just turn up the desktop audio. Let me crank up the desktop. What's it at? 65? Let's see what happens if it's at 100. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, let me see how loud it is if I put it down to 65 and then just use the boost. Go back to the music. I'll have to raise it up a little bit more. But other than that, it should be fine. Alright, cool. I think I got the audio good. I won't know till I watch the stream back later, unfortunately, but from what I can see visually on the little audio tracker in Streamlabs, this looks like a good volume, so let's go with this. Oh, hold on a second. I was just about to hit play. Gracious Khan, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. I just started streaming like 20 minutes ago, so sorry for the lack of content right now, but I'm just getting settled in. Alright, let's go for it. Blood and gore, intense violence, strong language, strong sexual content, and use of drugs. Yeah, that lines up with what we saw in Vice City and GTA 3 so far. This game ain't no different. Rockstar Games presents Tenpenny and Pulaski. Alright. Ryder and OG Loke. T-Bone and Terreno. Okay, it's already the highest quality. Smoke and Sweet. Macker and Kent Paul. There's some familiar faces. Salvatore and Rosenberg. A lot of familiar faces. And CJ. GTA San Andreas. We start in Los Santos.
knew that fat fuck would see it our way.
Yeah, always do once they understand the choices we're offering. Say, Frank, what the hell are we gonna do about this Hernandez coming on board with us?
Exactly the same thing as last time. He's either gonna play our way or he's gonna have a problem like that oversized asshole back there. Look, I ain't worried about that, Pulaski. Pendlebury's more of a concern. If he does what he's threatening, then shit's about to get real interesting.
Yeah.
That oversized asshole back there?
Pass me a smoke.
Pass me a smoke, he
Hey,
said.
let me hit some of that, homie.
For sure, homie.
Man, what's this cess bullshit? Man, you ain't got nothing real to smoke?
That ain't cess, homie. That's that hydro.
Man, whatever.
Man, you sure about this thing?
Man, I'm telling you, dude. Grove Street's going to shit, man. They done.
But we copping off one of they OGs, man. You sure this is cool? Or this some kind of trap?
He cool, man. And if anyone tries shit, we blast them.
For sure.
Man, Grove Street ain't even no real gang no more, homie. They perpetrators. Now they even know. Shit changes. And this shit changes everybody, man. Even OGs want a slice of this. And loyal customers.
Guess you right. That shit changes everything, don't it?
For sure. Let's bounce, homie.
The way I see it, man, I need to be in charge of my destiny, homie.
This way you will be, homie. This is all about destiny. You know I got your back, right, homie?
Cool. How my shit look, fool?
Yeah, it's cool. Now, the way I see it is that we don't have a choice. Ain't nothing to feel bad about. You put a gun to a brother's head, brother's gonna do what he's told, no matter if he's a fool or a wise man. You don't want a bullet in the brain, but if you can make it work and make some Benjamins while you at it, then that's cool.
It's gonna take more than a bullet in the head to stop me.
I don't doubt that, homie.
Now we're going to San Fierro! What used to be San Andreas by itself in GTA 1 was just this one city.
Tell me right now, homie. Tell me. You better tell me what I want to know.
Amanda! Come on, enough.
Yes. Hey, this Vato's a fucking rat, is it? I can smell it on him.
I think that's something else we can smell. They ain't gonna talk now.
So what do we do now, Holmes?
I think I got us a buyer down in Los Santos.
Por cuánto, Holmes? How much?
Not sure yet, but they're talking big. Up to 100 Ks a month, low risk. Hello? Yeah. Yes. Yes, you read it correctly. Well, I'm sorry it seems that way to you. Yeah, yes. It's unconventional, yes. Well, when did your methods ever get results? When? Hey, I know people who are dead because of you. So don't mess with me on this one, okay? It's vital that it goes ahead. History will understand. Look, I've done a lot of work. They trust me now. Yeah, no, you can't play with shit and not get dirty. Everybody knows that. Even you. Okay? Now look, I gotta go. I gotta go. Mendez! Now listen, that was a buyer. We gotta step up production. We're not thinking big enough here, okay? My connections in Panama can get us all the product we need, untouched. But you gotta arrange the market. So why don't you stop dancing with your boyfriend here and get on it, all right? Huh?
Piece of shit out of here. We're a lot for a fucking dead body, man.
Baby needs diapers.
Oh! Hey, fool, we losing the streets, man.
Nah, we just standing by our principles, homie.
But our principles are making us bitches, man. Everyday ballers get stronger, and you and I get weaker. You and I get poorer, man.
Man, that shit'll blow over.
Oh,
it
whatever,
always does.
Man, whoever heard of a gangster rapper called Jeffrey,
Hey,
man?
Jeffrey, man, get the hell out of here with that.
Man, come on, move.
OG Low. And that's a gangster name, man. Like Sweet or Big Smoke.
Jeffrey, you ain't no gangster.
Man, you ain't never put in no work for the set. You a friend, but you ain't no gangster.
Man, I'm for real, homie. For real.
Okay, cool. Now kick rocks. You messing up my game. You know what? I'm gonna prove to y'all how real I am. Watch me.
Hey, Jeffrey, go to college, man. Make something of yourself. Me and the fat man, we mess our lives up. We fucked up in the game, man. We products of the environment. Don't be an idiot, man. Make us proud. Do shit different, baby.
But I'm a gangster rapper. It's my calling, homie.
Look, man, do whatever you want, but get the fuck out.
Nah, man. Go be a gangster someplace else, baby.
Get yours.
This ain't a fucking playground craze, man. This is the biggest money-making opportunity that guys like us will ever see.
I got all the shit I need. Man, I thought we was in this for the hood. Not destroying the family, man. It's Grove Street, nigga.
Talking to hold
Roll
families
the dice.
together. You heard from CJ lately?
We ain't speaking. He got his own life, more than he deserved.
Brian been dead, 5 years now?
Yeah, CJ had 5 years when he should have been dead. Man, I lost 2 brothers, man. One got killed and one showed himself. Oh, perpetrating ass.
You real gangster, man, but you gotta lighten up. See, CJ,
And CJ running around like a fool on the East Coast. He can rot in hell for all I give a fuck.
Good old Liberty City. And this must be CJ. Running around like a fool on the East Coast, like he just said.
Get out the hole. Get out now.
Joe. Hey, what's up, man? It's CJ. Yeah, I hear you. I never knew my dad, but my brother used to make my life miserable. Yeah, well, that's what family for. Anyway, I got that thing you wanted. You want me to shoot it by the garage? Nah, I gotta get this thing off the street, man. It's way hot. All right, cool. Later.
So, Johnny, you want $5 million of my money?
I want to help you make a fortune, Mr. Leone. My father wants to unite our organizations.
The Sindacos and the Leones? That's impossible. That's been impossible since your associates whacked my cousin. Hey, you know me. Business is business. The personal stuff is nonsense. I'd like to see a way past this bullshit. Now, where were we?
You was, seeing a way past this.
No, I was saying I'd like to, and you were asking me for $5 million. So let me understand it. I go in your casino, take a third stake along with your organization and the Corellis, then I let you guys manage my investment for me?
Bingo.
Yeah, you must really think my mother, God rest her soul, fucked an idiot instead of my father. Are you calling my mother an idiot who goes with morons?
No, of course not, Mr. Leone. I'm only making an offer. Clearly, I misinterpreted your intentions here. Look, I humbly apologize. Forgive me.
Sit down or I'll slit your throat myself. You little sucker. Ever since Sonny Forelli got himself pasted all over Florida, you think you run things in this town. You show me no respect. You insult my family. Your father, he ain't fit to wipe my ass. I'd fuck an elephant before I'd fuck your mother. How does that feel?
Mr. Leone, I think you're just misunderstanding.
You're a good kid. Me? I'm just an old fool. What do I know? Nothing, really. Actually, less than nothing. You can have the money.
We can?
If you give me control of the books.
Yeah, you see, we can't do that, Mr. Leone.
Then I meant it. Your mother's a fucking transvestite. I got an idea. What about a third party? An independent guy. He runs the place, and together we run him.
Oh, we can't do that, Mr. Leone. We got our guy in there already.
Get rid of him. Show me exactly how much you want my organization's involvement.
Holy shit, Salvatore is awesome.
Don't need a bump. I don't need a bump. I don't need a bump. Coke is for the weak. Coke is for the weak. I am strong. I am strong. Winners win and losers hit the rails and nail hookers. I am in control of my own destiny. I need a job. I've been disbarred from the law. But I'm in control. I've done it. I'm clean. I'm cleaner than a new toilet seat. I don't need a bump. Ha! Ah! Ah! Ah, I could use a ride. Ah, this sucks.
Listen to me, son. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about your principles. I don't give a fuck about your friends. People who step in my way get fucked with. Now, you got paid. You took the money. I'm trying to set you up for life here, boy, and you're inadequate. You're no use to me at all, boy. Maybe I should kill you instead. Eddie, organize a hit squad.
Not a problem.
You hear that? You feeling me here? You about to wake up with your head 50 feet away from your body, son. Do what we agreed. Oh, you think you can put one over on me? Do you? I don't think so. So do it. This week.
All good, pal?
Pal, I'm your superior officer, and don't you forget that shit. But yeah, all good.
So is he gonna do it?
Didn't I say it's all good?
So we gonna go get the kid?
Yeah. Let's initiate the little bastard into the force.
Ah, yes. Tommy Vercetti, please. Tell him Ken Rosenberg called. Ken Rosenberg. You haven't heard of me? Who are you? Ken Rosenberg. Rosenberg. Oh, really? You told him I called? Look, I made that ingrate, and now he won't take my calls? Just put him on the phone right now. Hello? Hello? Damn it!
I've got the signature. I am now the proud and legal manager of the Gurning Chimps. You're mine, Macca, son. You're mine. 50 grand it cost me to buy you out of your contract. You're like a racehorse or a great little slush pot. Guaranteed banker. This time, my son. This time.
Fucking great, kidder! Bowing in! Give us an hug!
Come here.
I love you, lad. I love you. I've never felt like this before.
Fantastic, son. Bit of emotion never hurt no one. Great. Yeah, let me go now. You're sweating.
Wow! These doves are blinding. I'm rushing me cock off.
Well, how many you done then?
19.
Oh, no.
Come on, give it some. You got any beef, Pablo?
No. 50 grand with this northern prick.
America! America! I can't fucking wait!
What did it say? That was in Salford, England, it said?
Give me your fucking money.
All right, man. All right, man. Here, man. Take it. Come on, man. Don't shoot me. Oh.
Hey, how's your woman?
She's a ball buster. Ever since we moved to Ventura's, all she wants to do, spend. For Christ's sakes, I got better luck on the tables.
Yeah, I hear you. Hey, give me a hand with this guy, will you?
Yeah. Whew. Whew. I mean, why do we whack Mickey anyhow? He was a stand-up guy.
I don't know, something about money.
What, he was on the take?
Nah, he was kosher. A little too kosher. That's why he had to go.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, he was declaring too much money. So we gotta get a new guy in. You know, I hear the Leones are lending the bosses some money.
The Leones?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. We hate the Leones.
I know. That's what I said to Johnny. When he said they needed the money. Wanna know what they dirtball. So, Mickey gets kept, so we get a new guy in. Who everybody bullies. Then, when he misbehaves...
we dig another hole.
Exactly. Hey, you hear about Bobby back east?
Nah, what?
He's gone queer. Can you believe that shit?
Oh, mother of Christ almighty, I seen everything.
So, we got a vacancy. We kept our end of the bargain.
Then I guess we're on. You want something to drink?
No, I'm good, thank you. So, who's gonna run this casino for us?
Hey, we're gonna need a real idiot. A guy we can all push around. There's this lawyer used to work for the Forellis down in Florida. I heard he's sniffing around for a job. Just got out of rehab or something.
Yeah, that'll work.
I'll make a call.
Great.
Hey, Don't fuck this up, kid.
So you're the new kid, huh?
Yeah. Been working on the streets 3 years, though. And I realize there's only one kind of crime in Los Santos. Gang crime. That's why I joined Crash.
Get in the car, kid.
I was called in on this domestic dispute case once. You got this young kid, okay? Can't be more than 20 years old, beating up his wife. So I figure easy, right? No man hits a woman. Well, turns out this woman spends all day freebasing and nearly let their kid starve to death. Alright, so what do? I could take this guy in and leave a little kid with a drug addict mother, or I let a guy off with beating up his wife. I mean, it's difficult out there.
Domestic violence?
Yeah, serious stuff, man.
Yeah, I'm sure. Pulaski, pull over. Well, I deal with drug dealers, gangbangers, and psychotics. All of them chasing after a lot of money. None of them scared to kill me, you, or all our families if they think it'll help them. Now, this is a bit more serious than a domestic dispute, pal.
I didn't mean anything by it. I was just...
I'm not really interested in what you meant to say. See, what you said was you found a woman on drugs, a difficult situation. Now, how the hell am I supposed to trust you if you're so easily confused?
Look, I'm a good cop.
This ain't about being a good cop, Pepe.
It's about taking control of the streets from the fucking savages who've got it now.
I know.
Then you'll do what it takes?
Yeah, whatever it takes.
Cause this is a game of percentages, 24/7, 365. We're just trying to screw as many bad guys as we can.
Yeah, I know.
That means letting some bad guys get away with things.
And sometimes it means doing shit that you ain't proud of, because you're strong enough and smart enough to understand the bigger picture.
Look, I know.
You don't know shit. Get the fuck out of the car, Esse.
Welcome to fabulous Las
Are you
Venturas.
enjoying yourself, huh?
No, I just, just getting a feel for the place.
So this is the way it is. You're sitting here already having a good time, me $5 million in the hole to the Sindacos, and you not doing a thing about it? Huh?
No, not at all. I spoke with Johnny. He
Oh,
explained
you
everything.
spoke with
Yeah,
Johnny.
he came by, told me you were partners
You spoke
now.
with him, huh?
Yeah.
Did you suck him off as well, you little fucking weasel? You're my man, not his. I got a good mind to end this here and now, you Judas.
Come on, sir,
you
please.
rat.
I thought that was the job.
Oh, you thought that was the job? Mike, get the door. I'm the job. Me and my money. And I want it back, and I want it back fast. Johnny fucking Sindaco even so much as blinks at you, I want to hear about it. You find a way to give me my money, and fast. Understood?
Yes, understood. Understood.
And cheer up. Have some fun around here. This is supposed to be a casino, not a monastery. Christ, I've had more fun taking a crap than I've had here. Come on, go get me a drink. Smile, schmuck.
Who you gonna tell now?
Eddie, chill out, man.
The prick's still breathing.
That's good. Hernandez. Finish him off.
Come on, please, don't make me do this.
Say what?
I can't.
Hey, I thought you understood.
He's a fucking cop, you maniac.
Not no more, he ain't.
We went over this. It's about percentages.
I know.
So whose side you on? His or mine?
Yours, Frank, yours.
Then be a fucking man. You cap him, or I cap you.
Come on, do it. Pull the trigger.
No! Oh, shit, hell! Oh, mama! Mama! Come on, get the... Come on, bro! Mama! CJ, it's your brother.
Okay, what you want?
I think you better come home. It's about Mama. She's dead, bro.
Welcome to San Andreas. That's one hell of a welcome. Seems like a lot happened in the past 20 minutes. It didn't even feel like 20 minutes. Jesus Christ. That's a lot to take in, I'll admit. It moves kind of fast, the dialogue and the scenes. And so it's pretty easy to miss out on a lot of details there. Especially when the dialogue, like I said, moves. For some characters, moves a little faster than others, and it just moves from one scene to another pretty quickly. You can tell even though it was 20 minutes, they were still they cut a lot of fluff and just got straight to the point and condensed it down as much as they could. There's a lot of details that are just kind of like almost sped through a little bit. So you have to really pay attention, or it actually bears doing repeat views to catch all the subtleties, I think, and everything that happened there, because they talk about a lot of shit. But overall, we saw scenes that took us all over the world. We saw scenes of things happening in Salford, England, to, San Fierro, Los Santos, Liberty City. We saw characters from past GTA games we've played up to this point, a lot of memorable ones, and they referenced other characters that didn't show up on this, but were referenced, were like Tommy Vercetti, of course. It seems like Ken Rosenberg had a falling out with him, I suppose. Or I guess Tommy just didn't feel like he had a need for him anymore, because, he went to rehab for coke, it seems like it showed there, and he called Tommy, and they were just like, one of his goons picked up and were like, who are you again? Like, do we need this guy? No, fuck him. So seems like Tommy hung him out to dry. What did I say at the end of the last video? He says, Tommy's pretty selfish. Of course, I don't think he would have any problems with getting rid of Ken after he has no uses, and he was a lawyer, and like he said, he was disbarred, so Tommy has no use for him anymore. So yeah, he just was like, fuck that guy. So Ken Rosenberg's out on the streets, but I guess he got picked up by Salvatore and whatever the hell, him and the Sindacos and other mafia family got a deal. They did some kind of deal to try and take over a casino in Las Venturas, and it seems like Ken Rosenberg got tied up with them since he has nowhere to go. So there's that. And then we saw what they were talking about in the regular game intro just now, about CJ's mom getting killed. We saw it happen now. Some weird, completely out of context shit in San Fierro. That dude in the suit with that gang member that was getting beat up. What else? See, there's a lot. I'm just trying to recap it in my head real quick, and it's just that was a lot. That was quite a bit that we just saw. Salvatore, I totally forgot to look up his voice actor after GTA 3, but he does an amazing job. He's just, the voice actor for Salvatore is just spot on perfect. We got a bigger, oh yeah, okay, so what happened to CJ just now in the intro, right? We'll rewatch it and everything, but now it's in much better context. So I won't recap too much of what happened in Los Santos, because that's literally going to be recapped right now. And they're going to go into more detail as we actually get into the game properly. But I mostly just wanted to touch on the other things that were happening around the country. We saw CJ in Liberty City carjacking and trying to scraping by mugging people. And when he stole that car, he called someone and he said Joey. We know a Joey from GTA 3. It was Salvatore's son. So it stands to reason that it seems like CJ was maybe looking to flip the car he just stole to Joey. Since he's a car mechanic, he could probably strip it down for parts and sell it. So it looks like CJ might have worked with him. There's that detail. Anything else? That's pretty much it. The rest of the video focused more on what we're about to just rewatch right now. Now that I have subtitles on. Unfortunately, that video, like I said, didn't have it. I don't know if there is a version out there with subtitles, but it would probably be through the YouTube closed captions or something, not native subtitles. So they might not be accurate, unless some dedicated fan out there tried to make sure that they would be, made a fan-made subtitle for that video. I doubt it though, and I'm not going to try to look for something that niche right now. We're just going to go ahead and get started with the game, now that we have more context on what the hell's actually happening. But so far, I like that. I like that there's a slight bridge so far between Vice City and this game. Aside from the whole fourth wall thing, the fourth wall break, the mini fourth wall break, where they say it's been 5 years. It's actually talking about CJ's past and his history, but it's also kind of like referring to the player moving from the East Coast to the West Coast, from Vice City to San Andreas. That sort of transition, which again, I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, let's get back into it. With subtitles this time. Good thing I checked. I was looking through my audio sources and I totally forgot to turn the game audio back on. So I forgot I turned it off to make sure it wouldn't interfere with the video in case something popped or something, like a message on PSN or something like that. So okay, it's on again. Thank God I caught that before we were like minutes into that shit.
After 5 years on the East Coast, it was time to go home.
Welcome to Los Santos Airport.
What's up? Carl is sweet.
What's up, sweet? What you want?
This mama. She's dead, bro. Passenger, show us your hand. Stop. Get down on your knees. Now down on your stomach. There you go.
I'll take that, Hernandez.
Hey, that's my paper, man. That's money.
This is drug money.
My money, man.
Hey, don't worry about it. I'll fill it out later.
Welcome home, Carl. Glad to be back. You haven't forgotten about us, have you, boy?
Hell no, Officer Tenpenny. I was just wondering what took y'all so long.
Get in the car.
Ease up, man. Damn.
Watch your head.
Ah!
Oh, my bad.
Get out of here, you greaseball bastard! Stupid Mexican. Oh, hey, sorry.
My bag. Hey, man, my bag.
How you been, Carl? How's your wonderful family?
I'm here to bury my moms. You know that.
Yeah, I guess I do. So what else you got shaking, Carl?
Nothing. I live in Liberty City now. I'm clean. Legit.
Nah, you ain't never been clean, Carl.
Well, what do we got here?
This is a weapon, Officer Pulaski, that was used to gun down a police officer not 10 minutes ago. Officer Pendleberry. A fine man, I might add. You work fast, nigga.
You know I just got off the plane.
Well, that's a good thing we found you and retrieved the murder weapon.
That ain't my gun.
Don't bullshit me, Carl.
Yeah, don't bullshit him, Carl.
What the fuck you want from me this time?
When we want you, we'll find you. In the meantime, try not to gun down any more officers of the law.
Y'all can't leave me here. This baller's country.
I thought you said you was innocent, Carl. Shoot on bang.
This is car 58.
See you around like a donut,
What?
Carl.
Officer Pendlebury's down. We'll be right over.
See Hernandez.
Oh, shit. Here we go again. Worst place in the world. Rolling Heights baller country. And I ain't represented Grove Street in 5 years. But the ballers won't give a shit.
Okay, now we can start this game properly. Let's do it. So now all of that is hopefully in a lot better context for anyone new to all this. We got bicycles now. See, Vice City introduced motorcycles. San Andreas introduces bicycles. Follow the CJ icon on the radar to get back to the hood. Apparently this area is dangerous, so we better get the hell over there quick.
Hey, dickhead, get the hell out.
Press square to brake or to reverse if the bike is stopped. Cool. It's the place.
Grove Street. Home. At least it was before I fucked everything up.
I smoke 'cause it gives me knowledge. Hey, baby, you don't remember me, do you?
Big Smoke. First mission. All we have is $350 to our name, too. Surprised they even left us with that much. When they jacked us just now, the cops.
Stop it! What are you doing, Carl? Brian, stop it!
Quit it! Moms are here.
Mom, they're up to something.
You picked the wrong house, fool!
Hey, hey, Big Smoke! It's me, Carl! Chill, chill!
CJ? Oh, my dog! What's up?
Dylan!
Hey, baby, you okay, man?
Nah, man. It's my mom's,
Son of a
homie.
bitch.
Hey, I don't know why this had to happen, but I promise you, I'm gonna find out who killed your moms. The streets is cold, dog. Like it says in the book, we are blessed and cursed.
What fucking book?
Same things make us laugh, make us cry. But right now, we gotta take care of our business. Go see your brother at the cemetery. Come on, let's bounce.
You wanna drive? Yeah, that's cool. Nice car, Smoke.
You know me. It's not cut. Keep the value in it. Keep it real.
Sweet and Kendall. This mission is changing names as we go. That's how the intro missions usually are for GTA games, though.
I've missed you these 5 years, man. They're gonna be real happy to see you. Hey, what's up, y'all? Look who I found hanging around.
Carl, hey, good to see you.
I can't believe she gone, man.
That's another funeral you ran away from, fool. Just like Brian's.
Hey, she was my mama too.
Not for the past 5 years, she wasn't, nigga. And where the fuck you think you going?
What? Get out my face. I'm going to see Caesar.
The hell you are, girl. You ain't messing with them essays. You know we beefed it. They ain't nothing but a bunch of lowlife.
Women. What the fuck are you?
At least I got principles.
Oh, and I guess that makes you an upstanding American. Carl, tell him.
Carl, don't tell me shit,
As long
bitch.
as he treat her right, disrespect you, and he
How the
did.
hell you gonna say that? Like it's any business of yours.
Fuck you, sweet.
Oh, shit.
Asshole.
Here we go again.
This shit's real fucked up. Everything.
What you mean?
What, apart from your mother being dead? Things are going real bad. Here, let me show you running, man. Tony's buried over there. Little devil over there. And big devil over there. Man, it's just crazy. Everybody blasts on food first, then ask questions second.
Ballers, drive-by, incoming.
Oh, motherfucker, my car!
We gotta get back to the hood, man. It's too crazy around here. Grab a bike and pedal. Either you ain't forgotten that. Follow my lead.
Well, I have forgotten that because I've never done it before. GTA 3 and Vice City didn't have bicycles. See, I like when they put little quips of dialogue like that, that kind of... It's a very subtle fourth wall break. Just to make the player feel a little bit like, wait, I don't know how to ride a bike, though. RNGesus strikes again. Oh my god! Get the fuck back on the bike! What are you doing?
Takes you back some, huh, CJ? Yeah.
Things has changed around here.
CJ, watch your back around here, man.
How'd it get so bad?
Try that again, asshole.
I thought this was family's turf.
Yeah, it's Temple Drive family. We don't roll with them no more. Move it, CJ, move it. Shit, a polish car's onto us. Split up. Keep up, motherfucker. You just a liability, CJ. Why you bother coming back?
Straight back into the game, right, dog? Wasn't this bad before you left?
You guys are ramming into each other.
East Coast got you all thinned out, home.
Well, if you saw the desperate situation I was living in over there. But shh, they don't know about that.
Horoscope said today would be good.
Supposed to be following you, but you're slow as shit.
Stupid bastard.
Ah, fuck, the car's back. They're gonna kill me. Fuck, I tried to bait him into saying it, he didn't say it. There's a line Ryder didn't say one either, but... There's a line he could say where he says, what's the matter, CJ? You can't keep up with the fat man? Or something like that. It's hella funny, and I couldn't trigger it. You have to try to stay behind him, but he doesn't always do it anyway. Also, what the fuck happened to Ryder? He fell behind so fucking bad. I've never seen that before. Is he coming? No, he got stuck back there, dude. Uh-oh. Oh, don't tell me the game's bugging out. I think I gotta go back for him. What the hell happened? Maybe the car ambushed him. Let me see. I've never seen this happen before. Wow. I sound like a speedrunner at GDQ, but seriously. What the hell? Where did you go, dude?
Move it, CJ. You embarrassing us, nigga.
He always says that. But there's another line he could have said earlier where he says, you're just a liability, CJ. Why'd you bother coming back? He didn't say it this time.
Come on, CJ. You can't keep up with the fat man.
There it is. There we go. I guess you just have to stay with... Well, the thing is...
Got
Hold
them
on.
motherfuckers, though. Showed them niggas who's gangster. Rider, nigga. So when you leaving, Carl?
I ain't sure. Thought I might stay. Things is fucked up.
Well, the last thing we need is your help.
Ah, man, I won't let you down. I swear.
Hey, we gonna call some hood rats and chill the hell out. You want some?
I got a whole lot going on. I'm tired. I'll catch y'all later.
Hey, yo, just drop in. We all hanging out.
Gia, and get yourself some colors, fool. And a haircut. It's embarrassing to be seen with you.
You can save your progress by entering CJ's house. You can save a vehicle by parking it in the garage. Just like before. Excuse me. Walk into the market and enter Carl's house. Carl Johnson. There we go. We're finally done with the first mission. Go inside CJ's house to continue. Respect upgraded. As your respect increases, who the fuck knows because it went away too quick. Let me see. No, wait. You really can't reread that, I think. Yeah. You gotta be fast on that one, I guess. Something about it, your respect increases and... Well, who the fuck else knows? I mean, there's a whole paragraph that I couldn't read in time. We got another bike. We got 2 bicycles now. And finally, we can turn the camera. See, we've already got some quality of life upgrades. This game is an enormous quality of life upgrade from GTA 3 and Vice City. There we go, that's better. We can turn the camera without automatically going into first person, and then it just, like, jerks around really, like, too fast. So that's a upgrade. Noticing something weird with the graphics, so hopefully it's just me. And you guys, it could just be my TV settings, hopefully it's not you guys too, but... anyway. What was I gonna say? Well, let's go save it first, like the game said. The Johnson house. To save the game, pick up the diskette icon. Saving the game will advance time by 6 hours. All GTA Pro tags only sleep 6 hours for some reason. It's not how we left this place, but... You can rotate the camera like this without going into first person, but now the exchange is there is no first person view without using like a sniper rifle or a camera. Speaking of, there it is. Oh, L1 shows your stats and what day of the week it is. Wed, so it's Wednesday. We got 0 sex appeal. Women are not interested in us. Got a little bit of fat, a little bit of muscle. Not that much though. More fat than muscle. And even then, look at him. He's all bones. He's got nothing. Stamina, very little. Respect, nothing. And the only way to go into first person now. Oh my god! Yeah, I never saw this picture of this kitty cat over here. That's cute. How do you zoom in again? Square X. No, legitimately, I don't think I never explored in much detail before. I never noticed that picture of the cat. That's cute. You can't enter this room. Probably just leads to the kids' bedrooms. That's the kitchen, so that's probably another bedroom or something down there. Neat. There's a lot to see in this game. The map is much bigger than previous ones. It's like Carl in front of the police station or the hospital. I think it's a police station. What do we got in here? Stove. Some beers. Cocoa Pops? Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, anyone? You gotta love Rockstar's crude humor. Yes, this is a diskette. Also known as a floppy disk, I think. This was almost even before my time. I mean, it technically is part of my time, but I have no experience with it because I didn't have a computer or internet access at all until like 2005. So, even I didn't really interact with these. My first computer did have a slot for them, but I never actually used one. But I do know what they look like because I did see them at school a couple times. The 90s. Alright, cool. Now that we got that sorted, just gonna make a... I'll pause it so that time doesn't keep moving forward, because... I'll talk about it later, but... you don't want to AFK too much in this game unless you use a certain cheat code. Like I said, I'll go into more detail about what I mean later. But, alright, so much happened. We watched that entire 20-minute intro. We rewatched the basic intro of the game when you hit new game. which that, you know, just kind of throws you in there. But with that combined with the 20-minute intro, a lot of shit is in context now, but it's also information overload. Like, we barely finished the first mission, we're already an hour in, just from watching that, you know, the intro and everything, and from me blabbering a little bit too. But, I just remembered something I forgot to comment on that, the extended intro. It was, something Salvatore said. I forgot the rest of what he said, but I like how he referenced Sonny Forelli. He said, ever since Sonny Forelli got himself pasted all over Florida, referring to Sonny getting killed by Tommy, and then he said something happened as a consequence of that. I think he was talking about how the Forelli's reputation kind of took a downturn, or maybe it affected the reputation of all the mob families on the Northeast Coast after Sonny Forelli got himself killed in Vice City. He got himself pasted all over Florida. What else? Oh yes, that leads me to... I wanted to wrap up really quick on Vice City. Some of y'all might have tuned out after the story ended and I did my sign-off on yesterday's stream. But something extra happened after I finished having fun with the cops, you know, going on that little rampage with the military tank and everything. We got an extra phone call that I'd actually never seen before, or if I did, it's like so rare that I hardly remember it. Let me just show you what I mean real quick. The guy from the Printworks. The old man that got beat up by Sonny Forelli and his goons.
Tommy, it's Ernest. Ernest Kelly.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing okay. I'll need a stick to walk, but I should be back at work soon enough.
Good.
I heard about Lance. What a little prick, huh?
Yes.
Never trust a man who walks the streets in his pajamas, that's what I say. Glad you killed him. I hope it was painful for the prick.
I think it was. You know, I just didn't think he was like that.
Tommy, for a raging lunatic, you're pretty naive. I'll be back at work soon. Teach you a thing or two about life, you hear?
Take your time, Ernest. Look after yourself.
Dylan!
And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that happened at the end. I just decided to show it now for people who might have just gotten out of the video without watching the random rampage I did against the cops, which is now becoming like a routine thing when I finish these GTA games. But let's see, put the volume back at 70 so I don't leave people deaf. Okay, good. Now we can switch back to the game safely. All right. So yeah, that wraps up for Vice City. I don't know how to replicate the phone call because I actually saved the game on a separate slot after that and then reloaded to before I went on the cop rampage, and I couldn't get the phone call to trigger again. I don't know how. Like, that's why I was not familiar with that phone call when it happened yesterday. I was like, what the fuck is this? I don't remember that dude calling you. But then I did have a flashback that I did hear it once before, one of the many times that I beat that game. But I don't know what triggers it. It's very random and low probability. So I guess one way to do it is just go get yourself killed by the cops after you finish the game. I don't know. But yeah, so that wraps up Vice City completely now. One of the post-game phone calls we didn't hear before I signed off yesterday and did all that other stuff. But yeah, that and what Salvatore said about Sonny Forelli getting himself killed in Florida. And yeah, it's I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say about yesterday and the extended intro. If I remember any more details as we go on, I'll comment on them, but for now, that's pretty much it, so let's get on with this. And I'll comment on the quality of life upgrades and new gameplay mechanics as they come up in this game. This game is very different, in the sense that it's just a huge upgrade from the previous ones. Just in terms of gameplay, but as you can see from the intro we just saw, the long-ass intro we just saw, also in terms of story, there's a lot more to this game than the previous two now. Go and see Ryder. He lives down the street. Follow the R blip on the radar to find Ryder's place. It's right over there. Oh, hold up. Got a phone call.
Hello?
Hey, thought I'd explain some shit.
Sweet. Hey, what's up?
Since you've been away, shit has changed around here. Grove Street families ain't big no more. Seville Boulevard families and Timber Drive families are beefing and split with the Grove. Now we so busy, set trip and ballers and Vargos have taken over. So watch yourself out there.
Yeah, I hear you. Thanks for the heads up.
Don't mention it.
Okay, so there's Sweet giving us a little bit of extra exposition on what the hell's happening, so we're not too lost and confused. And he's also warning us that just because, you know, people, if you see gang members wearing friendly colors, that doesn't mean they're necessarily going to be friendly. There's other factions that wear the same colors as us that are not friendly with us right now. That's what he was telling us. Seville Boulevard and Temple Drive, apparently, are not seeing eye to eye with Grove Street at the moment. Let's see. There was something else I was going to comment on, but the phone call made me forget it. Oh yeah, I was just talking about the quality of life upgrades. Yeah, I'll get to them as we go. But one that I wanted to say already. Just look at the map. There's three cities and a bunch of like nature-filled areas in between all of them. So unlike GTA 3 and Vice City, this is gigantic. And now I remember what I was going to say before the phone call. They took the massive profits from the massive success of GTA 3 and Vice City, and I said this at the end of last stream, at the end of the Vice City stream, they poured it and their heart and soul into this game. And most people still consider it, and it's a fucking masterpiece. You'll see as we see it, but as we go through the game, but most people still to this day consider this to be the crowning jewel achievement of the GTA franchise in Rockstar North. Like, most people still consider this to be the best Grand Theft Auto game of all time. That's something I wanted to say earlier, but we were caught up watching the story intro and everything else, so I didn't really have time to interject it, and then I forgot. But yeah, that's something I wanted to say right at the beginning. He says an hour and 10 minutes into the stream. But yeah, right at the beginning, it's like this game is a masterpiece that was created with a lot of heart and soul and a lot of fucking money that they made and reinvested from the success of the previous two games, GTA 3 and Vice City. And it shows. Not just the quality of life and gameplay improvements that I just talked about, though that is a huge chunk of it, but also in terms of story, the 20-minute intro that they obviously decided to cut because they didn't want to make a fucking Metal Gear Solid game. They cut it out of the game, but then they re-released it on YouTube many years later. And then it got... Well, actually, no. They released it on a special edition of GTA San Andreas, and then people recorded it from there and uploaded it to YouTube, and then eventually Rockstar Games did their own official upload of that same intro to YouTube 10 years ago, in 2013. So now anybody can watch it, basically. Which we just did. So yeah, even in terms of story, this is really the turning point where the GTA franchise really becomes an actual, very in-depth, narrative-driven, story-based game. Way more than all the previous GTA games that came out up to this point. This is where the GTA franchise essentially cements itself into history, if it didn't already, with GTA 3 and Vice City. Which it kind of already had. Like, GTA 3 alone revolutionized its little genre already, but this kind of came along and did it again. This did what GTA 3 had already done, but like tenfold, basically. This re-revolutionized this genre, the sandbox open world third-person shooter genre, again, after GTA 3. It's tremendous. It's an incredible game, and I'm excited to start this journey. But I wanted to make sure we got all the story details from the beginning done, so I'm glad I remembered about that extended intro. I don't know why I'd completely forgotten about it when we started the game, but I'm glad I remembered before we got too far.
Watch it, homie.
Shit.
All we got is a camera and our fist. Ryder.
Hey, man, what you want?
Seeing my homie. What's up with you?
Yeah, homie. Yeah, it's good to see you back.
No homie love? No hug?
Oh, for sure, my nigga. My bad. What's cracking with you?
Hey, man, what you strapped for?
Man, some pizza place keeps paying over our hit up, man. Shit is beautiful. Teach the owner a lesson. The fucking Grove Street. You down?
I'm always down.
Yeah. Let's go, bitch.
Let's go, bitch.
Show me how they drive on the East Coast, homie.
See, already, this is what I'm talking about. It's so much more story-driven that there's going to be a fuck ton of dialogue within missions, not just the cutscenes that start the missions. we saw that already a little bit in Vice City, but this game has way more of it. So I'm going to be having to do double the effort to lower and raise my microphone as I can to avoid the echo coming from my TV going into the mic again so that you guys don't hear an echo. But I won't always be able to do that because sometimes dialogue will happen when my hands are full playing the fucking game, trying to drive the fucking car or do whatever else I need to do. I won't be able to, I don't have a third arm, so I can't reach over to the microphone to lower it. So you guys might hear an echo here and there sometimes, but as always, I will try my best to mitigate that at the very least, as I've always done in the cutscenes. I'll try to, remember to lower the mic and then raise it back up again. But during actual gameplay, there's going to be a lot of dialogue in this game, as I just said. It's going to be it's very story-driven, like way more story-driven, way more in-depth. That's what I really want to say. It's way more in-depth, the story and everything else. So there's shit tons of more dialogue from the voice actors and everything than in previous games. So you're probably going to hear an echo here and there when I inevitably can't reach for the mic and turn it down. Because I also do want to comment during gameplay segments when they might be talking, so I apologize in advance for that, but let's keep going. No more pausing.
Oh, good looking, Hey, Reese still run the barbershop?
Like a raggedy-ass motherfucker. He popped his membrane years ago. The way I let that old wound in my head.
Yeah, I think I'll get cut up.
Whatever. You got 5 minutes? I'll be cutting you like a DJ. So when you running off again?
I'm not. I'm thinking of staying.
Why?
My family, the homies is here.
We were always here, fool.
Yeah, but now I'm back, and I know what I've been missing.
Don't expect me to kiss your ass or nothing. You still a buster to me.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, homie.
Yeah, don't mention it.
These perpetrating whores out here can't see me.
Here's the chair, CJ. Your moms used to choose your styles.
This is what I usually get, but I just realized we don't have the money for it. I forgot to do a little something. I can probably still do it here, though. Usually after the very first mission of the game, which we did right before this, I usually start punching in cheat codes to give myself weapons and stuff first. This time I was like, well, there's no urgency this time around because this game is much longer and more in-depth, it has a slower start. And GTA 4 does this too. It has a much slower start, so the first few missions don't really have a lot of action, like, it doesn't go right into the action as much as GTA 3 and Vice City did. It has a bit of a slower pace to it, basically. So I didn't feel the need to use any cheats yet. But thankfully, this game does bring back a money cheat, and I kind of want to use that because I always get this hairstyle, and I just kind of stick with it for the rest of the game. And I want to get it right now specifically because Ryder actually comments on what hair you get, and depending on how cheap it is or how expensive it is, he'll either insult it or he'll compliment it in his own way. But I can't afford this, so let's make sure I can. Okay. I think my muscle memory is the most refined for this game because this is the game that I think most GTA fans have, including myself, have replayed the most. It hits different from GTA 3 and Vice City, and even some of the more recent games. It's one of those games that a lot of GTA fans just go back and revisit constantly, including myself. So I have these ones memorized a lot better. They're not too different from GTA 3 and Vice City's cheat codes, honestly. Okay, so it's...
No damn respect for your elders. I think Beverly would have approved.
I guess the code didn't go in because of the fact that it kind of like paused the game to change his hair or whatever when I accidentally hit that other one. But we got it now though. 250 grand. We ain't poor no more. Alright. Give me the cornrow, fool.
Johnson boy through and through. Nice to have you back, son.
You know something? I take it back. Old Reese still got it cracking. Man, what's this? Shit look ridiculous. No respect for the hood. All clean as shit. You looking too skinny, CJ. I wanna get us something to eat. I'm gonna finish this, then I'm gonna take care of business.
If you do not eat, you will lose weight and eventually energy. The red bar shows how much energy you have. When you eat, you gain energy, but eat too much and you will become fat. So, enter the pizza shop and buy some food. Cool. So look at how high our sex appeal went up just from the cornrow haircut. And also, the biggest determinant for that is actually your car. Watch. If I move away from it too far, see? Plummeted. So the cornrow haircut actually just got us that small chunk right there. Most sex appeal actually is determined by your vehicle. Feels too real, man. Feels too real. Being judged by your income, reflected by the physical possessions you have, including your car. Your material possessions, I guess I should say. Since they are symbols of status, unfortunately. Feels too real, feels bad, man. Anyway, so yeah, there's this new mechanic for eating. I think it's a neat concept, because it allows you to change, walk into the market to buy a pizza. It allows you to change, like, your appearance and your physical traits, which does affect your gameplay. Like, if you get really fat, you're too slow, you can't jump that high, you run out of stamina faster. But you can also get muscular to offset it, or you can just be a complete muscle-bound oaf with no fat, and just look like a fucking male model or some shit. Like, some dude actually says that to you. Like, random people will comment you to how you look on the street, and somebody says that, I think. So you can be completely fat, completely muscular, or both, or none. And all of that does affect gameplay. Like, I think, and the game doesn't tell you this, like, you kind of have to explore and figure these things out, but basically, even if you're max muscle, and even though muscle weighs more than fat in real life, if you don't have any fat, cars are very slidey. They're not weighed down at all, so you can drift, and which can sometimes be a good thing, or in other cases be a bad thing, because you can spin out or fishtail a lot quicker and lose control of the car. So having a little bit of fat can actually help you weigh the car down a bit more so that doesn't happen, but it also means you're probably not gonna make insane stunt jumps that require you to gain a lot of air if you're too fat. So pros and cons to having a lot of fat or lower fat, you know? So that's something a lot of people don't actually know, unless they've really studied the game a lot, because even I didn't know that until more recent times. I had no fucking idea. Muscle just means your punches, when you do melee, will hit harder, and I think it also increases your defense. So whenever you take damage from anything, you actually take less damage from being more muscular. So you can think of muscle as being like your natural body armor. Not to be confused with the actual body armor, which is now that white bar above the red health bar. That's another, gameplay change, is we don't have percentages for health and armor anymore. Well, they're still there, but that's not the display anymore. It's not 100 and 100, it's a little bar now. And something else that will be introduced later is your health. Your maximum health can actually be increased in this game. I don't know what exactly influences what increases your max health. I'm not sure how to actually purposely make it go up. I think it might just be gameplay time, or like distance traveled. But as far as I know, it never goes down once it goes up. Though I think I have seen it like kind of inch down a little, like it'll actually pop up and say you're losing max health if you die too many times, but it could be something else. I don't know the inner workings of that mechanic. The max health mechanic, I have no idea. But let me see, let me think about what I want to do. I think, and this is the other thing. For the early cutscenes in the game, and I think very few, but not that many, later in the game, your appearance does influence them. So there's some dialogue and some cutscenes coming up pretty soon here that time's moving forward, so I just wanted to stop it. There's some cutscenes here in the early game that are influenced by if you make CJ really fat at the beginning or not. And I like the dialogue that happens if you make him fat at the beginning. So we're going to do that. Some people think they were cut lines when they looked into the game files and saw that there was dialogue that they didn't see. But really, it's just because they didn't fulfill the conditions to get those lines to actually be played. So that's what I want to do. I want to take the less traveled path and make CJ incredibly fat right now to get the alternate dialogue that most people don't actually hear when they watch a playthrough of this or play through it themselves. Because you have to have a lot of money to buy enough food to get fat, and you don't really have a lot in the beginning. So most people don't see the dialogue we're going to see because I'm going to make them huge.
Choose from an aspiring range.
If you're trying to stay lean, of course, you go for the salad option like you would in real life. It costs the same as the largest meal, $10. If you don't care and you're just looking for food, then you just for whatever, then there's a $2 meal. Every restaurant has this, a $2 meal, and then they have a $5 meal, and then the $10 meal, which will make you the fattest, or the alternate $10 meal, which won't give you any fat, and that's the salad. Let's see what the names for these meals are for this pizza place. This pizza place didn't have a name, but it existed in Vice City. We saw restaurants for it. The Buster, $2. It's a pizza, some fries, and a soda. The Double Deluxe, it's a salad with a pizza and some fries and a soda. I think it's 2 sets of fries, too. Sprunk instead of Sprite, I like that. The Full Rack, $10. It's a large pizza and some fries and a soda. You know, I've eaten a large pizza by myself one time when I was at my biggest, many years ago, like over a decade ago. But that was it. That was all I didn't eat anything else the rest of the day. This is a whole large pizza to yourself and a side of fries and a soda still. Like, CJ's got me beat if he can down this by himself in one day. I could only get the pizza by myself back in the day, but the fries and the Sprite never would have fit. The one day that I did that, I downed the whole Costco pizza in like one sitting on my own. There was no way I could have eaten a side of fries and Sprite after that, though. I was so fucking full. Alright, let's go. No matter what size meal you get, you can only eat 10. So any combination, or you can pick the same one 10 times if you have the money to afford it. And that's it. If you eat an 11th meal, CJ will throw up and you'll lose all the benefits. If he throws up, you don't get any of the fat you were gonna gain if you had stopped eating. If you wanted to get fat, you know, you won't gain any of it, and you won't be able to come back to eat for like 30 minutes. It's also what the game said outside. Yeah, if enough time passes, that's why I keep pausing the game when I stop to talk and stuff. If enough time passes, you will eventually get hungry and you will start to lose muscle and then fat. Or no, you lose fat first, just like in real life. You lose fat first when you're in a fasted state. Then you start to lose muscle. You know, you start to lose both after a little while, but then usually once the fat is completely gone, you start to lose muscle. And you start to lose it pretty fucking fast, especially the longer you go without eating. And then eventually after that, you start to lose energy, which is they're referring to your health. The red life bar. Your life bar. Your health starts to disappear. And you can eventually die. So you can actually die of starvation for the first time in the GTA series. In this game, you can die of starvation. So you actually have to keep up with it, and that's why you shouldn't AFK too much without pausing the game first. Because then that will and can happen if you AFK for very long periods of time. Very long periods though. Like, it takes a long time to get hungry in this game. It's unrealistic, but that's a good thing. Because honestly, despite the fact that you can go days without eating before the game tells you you're hungry and you gotta go eat before you lose all your fat and muscle and yada yada and you start to die. Even though you can go very long times in this game, unrealistically long times without eating, I still found it pretty annoying as a kid. I hated the fact that I would be in the middle of doing something, like something fun, inevitably, because there's a lot of fun shit to do in this game, and then all of a sudden, oh, we gotta go eat. It's like, oh, god damn it, dude, I don't want to stop what I'm doing and go fucking eat. Like, I'd have to go find a restaurant, yada yada. But then many years later, a lot of people discovered a shit ton of new cheat codes that weren't in the initial bats that were discovered when the game came out, and one of them is to never get hungry, which is a fucking godsend, and I am gonna activate that, even though I probably rarely use it, because saving the game, which I'll be doing often in case it crashes like Vice City did yesterday, saving the game counts as eating. You don't gain any fat or anything, but it resets the hunger clock, so to say. So if you don't want to go find a restaurant, you can also just save your game, and you'll never actually get hungry. So that cheat code isn't mandatory, but that's also something I didn't know about until much later. That saving the game resets your hunger clock, is what I'm calling it in this game. If I'd known about that back then, I would have saved a little bit more often, but I didn't. Anyway, let's do it. 1.
Enjoy, sir.
2.
Here you go, enjoy. Have a well-stacked day. Nice and cheesy does it. Watch it, it's hot.
I think you can eat 11. I'm pretty sure it's just 10 though. I'll test it off stream later, but right now I'm just gonna stick to 10 because I don't want to accidentally fuck it up. And, you know. You'll know if you can still eat more if there's still a red marker to stand in to buy more food after you leave. That's another way to check. But that's not gonna happen this time because as soon as I stop buying food, we're going right into another cutscene. Like this. The full rack, $10. It was advertised right there. That's a clean floor.
This a raid.
Ryder, not this again.
It ain't me, fool.
No one else is that small. I feel sorry for your dad.
Shit, you crazy. Let's get up out of here.
Same old CJ. Buster. Straight Buster. Oh, shit. Run.
This pizza parlor's no pushover.
What you waiting for, fool? Take us back to the Grove, motherfucker.
I was tempted to go back for his shotgun, but I can just spawn one later with the weapon sheet, so who cares? At least I ran his ass over. Still, that was quite surprising, eh? This pizza parlor's no pushover. Starts blasting us with a shotgun. Shotguns can still blow up a car pretty fucking fast in this game. That hasn't changed, sadly. You gotta be careful around enemies who have those.
Better drop by and see Sweet. He's been yapping on about that graffiti, too. Later, homie.
I like how all he did was put on that, like, pantyhose or whatever the hell some criminals use to try and mask their face, where it's just kind of like... You can still see it, but it's blurry enough that you can't identify them most times. But it's not like a full-on, like, ski mask, you know? And then the guy calls them out. He's like, he knows who it is. It's a fucking local. Of course, you know, he knows it's Ryder. He calls him out, and then Ryder stupidly answers, "It ain't me, fool!" It's like... You just said it was you! You just said it's not me? What do you mean it's not me? Like, of course you're you. You're you! Yeah, it's... This game is incredible. Like, it's a fun time. Especially the beginning portion, honestly. The whole beginning segment here is just... Me and my cousin had a blast when we first touched this. Like, we had a blast with Vice City and GTA 3. Mostly Vice City together. When we started playing this game, though, holy shit. Like, it was so fucking fun. And so fucking funny. The dialogue and the cutscenes, especially here at the beginning, are just... Especially here at the beginning, are just tremendous. Like, we would just laugh our asses off at all the dialogue in these early cutscenes. They're just... It's great. It's fucking hilarious. All the way that all the characters interact with each other and the shit they say to each other. It's hella fucking funny. Alright, fuck it. Let's see, what's our first weapons here in this game? The brass knuckles are back. And then the baseball bat makes a return. That's like in every GTA game. Standard pistol. The shotgun that dude, the pizza parlor guy, just used on us. Uzi 9mm. An AK-47.
Money on crack, huh?
Yeah? Well, you look like an asshole, so we even.
He insulted me, so I insulted him back. Let me, that thing tells you all about this here. What else we got? Some redneck rifle. It's not even a sniper rifle, it's just... Yeah, it's just a rifle. A rocket launcher. Holy shit, this cheat code is actually pretty generous with the ammo. It gives you 200 fucking rockets right off the bat. Molotov cocktails and a spray can. Cool. People on the streets will talk to Carl. You can respond to these comments using left or right on the D-pad for a negative or positive reply, respectively. That's not how the game worded it, but, you know, same thing. So if someone talks shit, you can talk shit back by hitting left, or be a bitch and hit right and just kind of submit to them. Or if they compliment you, you can be an asshole by hitting left, even though they complimented you. Or you can, you know, be like, cool, you know, thanks for the compliment by hitting right. Simple. Tagging up turf.
Come on, fat boy.
Yeah, watch out, fool.
Come on, fat boy.
Watch this,
fat
watch
boy,
this.
look who's here. It's Running Man. What, you think you back on the set?
I told you that, bruh.
Your word don't mean shit around here.
Come on, man. Give me a break.
We gotta go hit up the hood.
Hey, CJ.
Let them know you back on the set. The Johnson brothers is rolling again. Take this paint and go hit shit up. Start with our own set first.
Later on, we spread out, take the whole hood back.
You already spreading out, fat man. Let's play. Let's see what you got, pork chop.
See the quips.
Hey, wait up.
Ah, thought you hang with your brother, huh?
Oh, ease up, little man. Come on. It's been difficult. You want to drive?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, me and my cousin really loved that part where Tommy walks into Ken Rosenberg's office in Vice City near the beginning and he slams the door to scare the shit out of him because he's like asleep on the couch. That was pretty funny, but this took it to a whole nother level. The way the characters interact with each other, especially the Grove Street family members here, it's just fucking hysterical. The writing's brilliant. It's funny, but it's also, you know, it can get serious at the same time. It's got a good balance. It's teaching us how to do drive-bys with the Uzi because, you know, I spawned weapons and ammo. It's the same as any other game. Point left to right and start shooting. Same as the previous ones. So there's a cheat code to get free aim. I don't use it much because it's on all the time. If you activate it, you're constantly, like CJ's constantly out of the car just pointing the gun the whole time. I don't like that. So, but yeah, you can put on free aim as if you were a passenger and aim the gun however you want. This game had a 2-player mode that allowed. It didn't allow free aim in that same way, but for the second player. But you'll see it when people in your car start firing from the car. They get free aim, you don't.
Watch for those rollers as I tag this up.
Press R1 to lock on and circle to spray the tag. That's what the spray can's for. Keep circle pressed until the tag is completely tagged over.
You go get them, and I'll keep the engine running.
Cool. Oh, by the way, something I tested last time I played this game, these are collectibles actually. These things. If you collect all the tags in Los Santos, meaning you find them all and you spray over them with the spray can like this, before you do this mission, which I did do that one time just to see what would happen, these ones right here become untagged just so that you can do them for the mission. So the ones that I'm spraying here will become untagged and you have to do them again during the mission that we're doing now. Even the one that Sweet just did for us. It gets untagged so that he can do it. Jesus. How much fat are we at? We're over 50%. We're at like 55% fat, I think, or almost 60. That's why I'm running hella slow. If I get any fatter, I can't even do this mission because you actually have to jump over something, and you don't gain enough height if you're too fat.
In the baller's territory.
I've tried it before. I went max fat, and I couldn't even finish this mission without spawning a flying vehicle that I don't want to spoil yet. Enemy gang territories can be dangerous. No shit. Hang around for too long and you'll attract attention. You don't say. They establish all sorts of fictional fast food brands in this game since they want to give you lots of options for eating. One of my favorites is Pluck and Bell.
You hit this up here, and I'll go up and do another hood.
The map, see that little, well, let me just zoom in on it. This is Pluck and Bell. Obviously a parody of Taco Bell, but it's a chicken joint, so it's, you know, kind of like Taco Bell and KFC rolled into one. The pizza place, I think it's just called Well Stacked Pizza Co., I think. There's also a burger joint, we don't see it yet on the map, but...
It better pick up around here soon.
Find and spray over the tags. Nice bra. Made of bullets. Here we go. You get infinite ammo on your spray can just for this mission so that you don't get soft locked. These are Ballas gang members dressed in purple. They are your sworn enemy. Okay. Press R1 to target enemies, then press circle to spray the gang member in the face. Excellent.
What the fuck?
Stay away from me.
Get that fool!
Trying to get laid out.
scared? You having fun yet?
Oh! The cops are after me. He's on a bike, too. So you can spray him in the face, but if you get really close, you can also just punch him like I did. Which is nice.
Getting anywhere, pal. Hey, you want a jab or a right cross?
Haha, fool! The prompts are changing too much because I'm moving too fast. Yeah, this. You cannot make that jump and grab onto the fence like that if you're too fat. That's why I didn't eat again right away. I'll eat again after this, but this one required me to stay a little bit skinny so I could actually make those jumps right there. You can't finish the mission if you're too fat, because you can't make it over that fence.
Carl, quick, get in!
Pussy's like porridge.
Pretty sure you also take more fall damage if you're fat, but I don't know about that one. I haven't actually
Back to
tested
the
it.
hood, CJ.
Realistically, you would. You'd break your fucking ankles and your knees, probably. A lot easier. But I don't know. Never tested it, so I don't actually know.
Man, what is your problem?
Sorry.
Like riding bike, ain't it, boy?
Yeah, it all comes back.
How you doing on the Fetty?
I'm kinda short, you know. Crash took all my paper, man. Left me with nothing but small change.
Here, get yourself a beer or something. I'll catch up with you.
Crash. Crash Bandicoot took all of our money. A spray can is now available from CJ's mom's house in Grove Street. Cool. Never leave the house without it if you're gonna go look for those collectibles. So just like in the previous games, collecting hidden packages, in this case the spray tags, will get you perks like spawning certain weapons at your house. And this house in particular.
Carl, it's Officer Hernandez.
Who?
Officer Hernandez. I work with Tenpenny and Pulaski.
Oh, the bitch. What the hell you want?
Hey, show me some respect, boy.
Go fuck yourself. You just a bitch.
You watch your tone, boy. Now listen, I've got a message from Officer Tenpenny. Don't try and leave town. That would be a big mistake. You hear me? We're watching you.
Whatever you say, bitch.
Yeah, he knows he's the rookie. That's why he was calling him a bitch. Of course, we know from the intro he's the one that was forced to kill Pendlebury. He's Pendlebury's actual murderer. But Crash, or Officer Tenpenny and Pulaski, are framing CJ here, saying he's the one who killed him. And of course, who are the other cops going to believe? Him or their fellow cops, right? They're framing him so that they can blackmail him. They're blackmailing him, basically. Saying he's the one who killed him, so if he doesn't do what they ask of him, they'll, you know, throw his ass in jail or kill him.
Hey, CJ, I taste your spit.
Oh, that wasn't a comment I could reply to. He was just kind of... That was a neutral comment, I guess. Another cool cheat code they added in this game that isn't in the previous ones is infinite health and infinite ammo. They do exactly what they imply. But, hold on. Before we go on to the next mission, I want to make sure we get the alternative dialogue later. So I'm gonna go eat again. So far, this game is running a hell of a lot smoother than Vice City. I don't see, like, stutters and frame drops happening as much. In fact, I don't see them at all. This game's running smooth as silk compared to Vice City. It's running like GTA 3. Like, there's no issues that I can see.
Did someone die in your mouth?
Fuck you. So... I'm still a little paranoid after what happened with Vice City when we lost all that progress and it took us like an hour to get back to it, so I'm still probably going to save pretty often. But,
Everything's well stacked, sir.
yeah, including me in a second. Give me that food!
Have a nice cheesy day. Here, next. We stack 'em high, sir. Enjoy your meal, sir. We're out of napkins.
Oh, it is 11, I think. Actually, maybe not. I think they let you keep eating. I think they just let you keep eating until you throw up. That's the only way you could actually find out. I'll try it later. Maybe even off stream. So I can't remember if it's 10 or 11 meals. Body fat increased. You're obese. So if you actually increase your body fat in smaller increments, you get a different message every time. It only happens the first time though, and then it never happens again for the rest of that save file. But it'll say things like, "Oh, you're getting a little chubby. You should, you know, hit the gym," or
I'm looking for a ride.
Sorry, honey, I gotta go. I'm not looking for that kind of ride right now. I'm just trying to get out of here. But yeah, they'll say things like you're getting a little chubby, you should run it off, yada yada.
I'm gonna put a cap in you for that.
Oh yeah, his dialogue towards people out on the streets as you play the game just randomly will also change because his voice is now different because he's a lot fatter. So his vocal cords are now being a little, like, sort of compressed a tiny bit from the extra fat around his neck. So, and he'll even say quips against people, like the cops just now or whatever. He'll say shit, he'll talk shit differently from being fat. Like I think one of the lines he says when somebody pisses him off or when you start beating someone up and you're fat, he'll say something like, "I'm gonna eat you," or something. You know, stereotypical, like, fat shaming types of self-deprecative jokes because he's fat or whatever. But yeah, he'll say things like that. Let me see if I can trigger something right now.
Do your shower in, doo-doo? Fat man, huh?
Something about messing with the fat man. I don't know what he said. The other guy kind of talked over him.
You got a problem with a dick man, huh?
She's got a knife!
This ain't cool, but I need the paper.
I think that was a neutral thing. That had nothing to do with him being fat. But yeah, he'll say things differently when you're beating people up or whatever. Or just when you slam into people in traffic like I did with that cop. He'll speak differently, his voice is different, but he'll also say different things just because he's fat. Oh, let me save. Like I said, I don't think this game's gonna crash like Vice City did, but I don't want to take the chance anymore. Losing a shit ton of progress never feels good. Losing any kind of progress never feels good, but when it's a lot... Look how he runs, too. Jesus. We're fucking huge. 8 save files like last time. I'm gonna use them all like last time. Never hurts to have backup saves. Especially when you want to, like, show people alternative dialogue for certain scenes. I'm not really gonna do that too much, because I'm already, like... There's already so much to talk about with this game. We're already, like, 2 hours in. We're still, like, at the first 3 missions of the game, so... I don't want to, like, spend too much time just talking about all the... There's just so much to explore in this game. Cleaning the hood.
Hey, you gotta keep it real, man.
Man, nobody give a shit about the hood.
I do.
All they do is sell yay and ruin the place. No crack ever made a gang type.
Oh, no, man. What's up, y'all?
What's up, CJ? What's crack? Man, all they care about is smoking and money.
You can't knock a homie's hustle, sweet.
Them marks ain't soldiers. They idiots trying to be businessmen.
Yeah, but they down with us, man.
All they down with is money. CJ, go down there and show these fools you mean business. These chumps from the ballers are sweating the homies. Go put pressure on them. Let's do it.
We've been putting time in the hood, but we gotta get the homies back together. Like the old days.
Yeah, you right. So you and Ryder go handle your business. Man, they're slang to their own mama. They don't care about nothing.
You're naive, my friend. We gotta keep our focus.
We need some backup. You seen Beat Up?
But him and the homeboy Bear, they good to have on our side.
Oh, Big Bear? Yeah, them bass slangers gonna be sorry now.
CJ looks ridiculous being this big. Holy shit.
Beat Up is only a couple of blocks away.
The hood's all messed up, huh?
Yeah, you try to get any of these crackheads to help you out.
No wonder the families ain't up on it.
Apart from Smoke, Sweet, and you know yours truly. Grove Street don't bang no more.
Yeah, just get blown.
For sure.
Okay, they're quiet now, so I can elaborate. He looks ridiculous because, like, he's not meant to be this fat in this starting outfit. If you notice his, like, underwear, that's, like, because he's sagging his jeans, right? His underwear looks, like, warped, kind of, in that scene. It was, like, sticking out because he's, like, his ass is so huge now. Other outfits can also, you know, give off the appearance of being not quite right when he gets too fat. But you notice it more in the beginning outfit right here. I was like, he looks fucking ridiculous. I probably should have kept him a little bit more toned down just until we actually get the option to change clothes, but oh well, it's whatever. I didn't want to miss the opportunity to see the alternative dialogue because I know it happened pretty early in the game.
Hey, slow down, fool. You don't even know which door it is.
Whatever, man. This it?
Yeah, this it right here.
Open up! You sure he still live here?
Fool, I told you this it.
Open up!
Who the fuck is it? CJ, the fuck you want? Get the fuck out of here.
Wait, hold up, man. What happened to for life, nigga?
The only thing that matters is the hood, homie. But you'll never understand what getting this money is like. You know what, man? Get the fuck out of here before you be laying on your back. Big Bear, come check this fool. You bastard!
Hey, Bear? Big Bear, that's you? Hey, you still from the hood, homie, or what?
The only thing Bear give a fuck about is smoking and keeping my house clean. Ain't that right, Big Bear?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah what?
Hell yeah, sir.
Now go make that motherfucking toilet spark.
No, man.
Man. Bear, come on.
Everyone likes to party sometimes, CJ. I'll see you around.
Stay the fuck from around here, punk.
Hey, nigga, fuck you.
It's just fucked up.
I see what you mean now, man. If Crack can do that to Big Bear, turn him into a base slave, the average motherfucker ain't got a chance.
Damn dope fiends and drug addicts everywhere in the city. Piss me off.
Look like it's up to us then.
His underwear...
Let's just cruise through the hood and find somebody selling.
His underwear didn't look warped in that scene. Maybe it was just that other scene for some reason. It looked fine. Yeah, it looks fine right now, actually. That's weird. Maybe it's just that one scene right back at the house with Sweet and everyone else. That was a little fucked up, I guess. Excuse me, officer, just running a red light in front of you.
Hey, check it out. Somebody's selling to one of the homies.
Hey, partner, I'm working, man. What you need? What you need, dog? Dog, I got quality shit right here. Ooh,
surprise,
up,
motherfucker.
Man, I know this cat. He a punk used to run with a front yard baller OG from Idlewood. I know his place. It's just across the tracks there. Let's check it out.
Hey, ain't that front yard turf?
Man, are you a buster?
Nah, I'm down, homie. Man, we on a serious mission now.
Let's work up a sweat, little man. Move! You're between me and the job!
Press triangle for a special attack and square to block. That's new.
Don't sweat it, homie. Everybody in the hood know ballers are pussy. Ooh-wee! Man, you can smell a crack den a mile away.
Yeah, let's shoot through and introduce ourselves.
When will I find true love?
Good afternoon, baller dope pushers. Grove Street OGs come to do damage.
Fuck them Grove Street fools. Grove Street going down.
Ninja these motherfuckers.
Hey, I'm about to just thump you.
Ow!
Fool, I beat the shit out of you.
Don't let the little man fool you.
Kick rocks, you punk.
Don't matter, cause I'm short. I hit hard.
I say, Ryder, are you gonna defend yourself? This guy's beating the shit out of you, dude. We're gonna finish them off. These guys have special death animations. The people who are all cracked out. You don't see them die like this. I think she's just a normal... Yeah, she's just scared. But the ones who are on the floor, like, they have unique death animations when you kill them. Like this chick right here. She didn't even know where she is. She's so cracked out.
You got sweat on my way. Don't block me, homie.
Yeah, it's on now, punk.
Who you think you touching, homeboy?
Thought I had my mic down.
Now Ballers know Grove Street families on their way back up.
For sure, homie. And what's more, you don't even run out on me. Times change.
Oh man, they gonna be mad at us.
And I'll warn the gang later. For now, let's just bask in the silence of victory, motherfucker. Now that the bass ain't getting pushed up in their faces, maybe these fools should be up for some real banging.
Yeah, Grove gonna get back on his feet now, for sure though.
Later, homie.
See, so right now we're getting a lot of exposition about what this story is going to revolve around. So I'll take this moment to actually, you know, explain a little bit more, like how it ties into like real life stuff. Because these games, their worlds and their stories are always like sort of they're always parodies of things that happen in real life, right? So this game in particular, you know, Vice City. I mentioned it before. GTA 3 takes a lot of inspiration from movies like mobster movies or mafia movies, however you want to think of it, like Goodfellas and The Godfather and stuff like that. And GTA Vice City, I didn't want to say it because it kind of spoils the ending a little bit, but I forgot to say it at the end of Vice City yesterday. But GTA Vice City and its main character Tommy Vercetti were heavily inspired by Scarface. If you notice Diaz's mansion, I mentioned it too. I was dropping hints along the way, about the fact that Diaz's mansion had all red walls and interiors, the carpet and everything. It's supposed to be like a loose recreation of the mansion that the main character in Scarface gets when he gets really rich and powerful after becoming a huge drug baron, like Tommy Vercetti becomes at the end of the game. And, you know, spoiler alert, the final scene in that movie takes place inside the mansion. The final scenes in that movie take place inside the mansion, just like GTA Vice City. The final mission takes place in there, and there's a big shootout. However, the ending is very different. Let's just say the main character in Scarface was not as fortunate as Tommy. I'll just leave it at that. During, you know, his final shootout inside that mansion. But yeah, it was basically based off Scarface. This game is inspired by another movie that takes place in Los Angeles in the West Coast, called Boys in the Hood, and a few other movies similar to that came out around, you know, that were basically about gangs and stuff like that in Los Angeles in the early 90s, when rap was just starting to blow up and become a huge thing too, especially like gangster rap in particular. So this game's main story and its themes revolve around that. Are inspired heavily by Boys in the Hood and other movies similar to it. But it also heavily covers the topic of well, you saw their name of Officer Tenpenny and Pulaski, and now the bitch Hernandez, the third guy that's with them, are part of a certain police unit called CRASH, CRASH, and that stands for Community Resources Against Street Hoodlums. This is a real life subdivision of the Los Angeles Police Department that existed until about 22 years ago. It's actually right here. I looked it up just to get my facts straight. It was dissolved in March 4th of 2000. So, In 2000, it dissolved, and the reason for it was because, well, to give some background, it was a specialized unit that was meant to be combat gang-related crimes, especially like the selling of drugs and all that stuff. But mostly, it was just in general meant to combat rising gang violence. It was established and lasted between 1979 and the year 2000. And the thing is, the Community Resources Against Street Hoodlums, the Crash LAPD unit, was sort of an experimental thing, and it ended horribly because, well, who knows how it ended, but or who knows how it was at the beginning when they first established it, but over time it quickly became, surprise, surprise, corrupted, because everything does in our hyper-capitalist society. Why wouldn't it? Because they saw basically there was all sorts of scandals where like cops were seen essentially taking bribe money from gang members selling drugs and stuff. So they were actually starting to enable. It's basically what Tenpenny was just saying in the extended intro. It's about percentages. We let some bad guys get away with doing what they do, and sometimes we do stuff that we're not proud of. But in the end, it's about taking control back of the streets from these other savages, or whatever the hell Pulaski said. That's how they rationalize it for themselves. But basically, they eventually started just extorting and working with gang members to make a little profit for themselves with drugs and everything else, in exchange for like turning a blind eye to some gang activities. So they became as corrupt as the gangs that they were trying to stop, for the most part. This all happened in real life, and that's why they eventually dissolved. Because they were like, well, this unit's not fucking working, the whole thing's just rotten to the core, get rid of it. It mainly dissolved after this big event called the Rampart Scandal. The Rampart Division crash scandal, more specifically. It's all here in the Wikipedia article if you want to, read about it, but basically, like, some examples I can see right here. In August of 1998, the same month that Chief Bernard Parks claimed that the Christopher Commission reforms were essentially complete, I guess trying to reform the thing, Officer Rafael Perez, a 9-year LAPD veteran, was arrested on charges of stealing 6 pounds of cocaine from the department's property division. So yeah, things like that. So Tenpenny and Pulaski are essentially very realistic depictions of what the crash unit in real life turned into. And why the Los Angeles Police Department eventually decided to get rid of them. Because, yeah. So a lot of the story, the main story focuses on, well, them. They're the villains. They're the antagonists, CJ being the protagonist. So the main villains of the story are those guys, the Community Resources Against Street Hoodlums. So there's a lot of social commentary in this game about, the crash unit and what they did back in the day. And, this game, obviously, like I just said, it focuses a lot on that. But there was also a lot of movies and other media that talked about this that came out in the early 2000s, or in the 2000s, sorry. Like a famous movie that I think they also took a little bit of inspiration for at least, what's his name? Tenpenny's character is Denzel Washington's character in Training Day. I feel like they took a little bit of inspiration for that. Training Day is an amazing movie. You should watch it. If you haven't watched it, it's a good watch. It's from it's literally released in 2001. And it says right here, I'm reading this article. Although corruption in Los Angeles' crash unit had yet to be exposed when Training Day was written, Antoine Fuqua, I think that's how you say his name, has stated that the emergence of the Rampart scandal, the little thing I just talked about a tiny bit, it's a whole paragraph if you want to read the whole thing, but the Rampart scandal in the 1990s catalyzed the completion of the film. And Denzel Washington also grew a beard in order to emulate the appearance of Rafael Perez, the real-life LAPD narcotics officer that was involved in multiple scandals. And then there was also, I never watched it, but I saw it advertised on TV a lot, a police drama series called The Shield that aired on TV between 2002 and 2008. Like I said, I would see it advertised a lot on TV, and I almost watched an episode one time, but I never committed to it. I was like, whatever. But it revolved around the corrupt anti-gang unit called the Strike Team. So, anti-gang unit that's corrupted, that's basically Crash. It's Tenpenny and Pulaski. So yeah, if you want to read more about it, just look up Crash LAPD, something like that, and you'll eventually find this article, Community Resources Against Street Hoodlums. And it'll give you some backstory on the Crash unit and puts more into context what, their fictitious depiction here, their parody version, Tenpenny and Pulaski in this game are doing. So yeah, I just wanted to give some background on that, and again, give some more context to the story, and let people know what it's inspired off of. Because like I said, the previous two games were inspired by movies. This one's no exception. This one's inspired by movies like Boys in the Hood and Training Day. But also they give what this is one of the main things I like about the GTA series, because it's what I like about most video games that I enjoy a lot. They give social commentary. They give social commentary on things that are actually happening, like real life issues. They're a little bit political. It's most of my favorite franchises tend to have that theme. I noticed. That's why I like them. Like Resident Evil, for example. Most people don't notice it too much, but it is it is lightly political. It is a political game as well. Metal Gear Solid, obviously, very political, super political. We just played through that whole franchise. This is no exception. The GTA series has a lot of social commentary and political commentary in it, so that's why I like it so much. One of the reasons. I mean, it's also just really fun to play. Just like Metal Gear and Resident Evil, honestly. But it's the 2 hour mark now, so with that, I'll wrap up here and take a break, and I'll be back to... It's already 7 p.m.? Shit. So when I come back, it'll be 8, 9... Yeah, sure, why not? So I'll do another 2 hours. So yeah, I'm going to take a break for like 5-10 minutes and then be back to continue some more. Whew, I gotta get some water. I'm talking too much.
Bruh.